Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We are returning with ESL One qualifiers for the first major of the season. We have Southeast Asian Dota here for you, as you probably saw Trent casting earlier today, one of the best of threes, but we're back now on schedule with 10-20 against Fire Dragoon. Trent, are you here? Is everything good?
Yes.
Because I'm having a few problems with my draft screen now. There's like hero. Oh, there we go. There's just
oh, there you are.
You know when you have like the shadows of heroes instead of the actual hero models themselves?
Oh yeah, hit the arrow on the top left twice.
Just have to go out and then in again, and we do look all good and ready to go. Okay. Dearie me. So yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Trent. I very quickly shifted my body clock from the Chinese schedule to Europe and whatever. I woke up and found out that one of the series had been moved a little bit earlier on to accommodate the teams, which is all nice, and then nice of you to step in and cast on your own. It was lovely of you, Trent. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, it was a pleasure to solo cast and produce and do everything. I put in pretty minimal effort, I'm not gonna lie. I used the video, and other than that, there was a text over the game for my other overlay. It was great. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Very good. All right, we've got our Twitch delay set up. I was panicking a little bit. The delay was there on the stream, but on my dashboard it said 0. And then,
I know.
Then I took the stream down.
And when you take off live, and then it says 5 again, and you're like, what is wrong with you?
So then it's like, well, I just took the stream down and then put it back up for literally no reason. I've made myself sweat and panic and get anxious and stuff, but we're good. We're good. So,
dude, this flag is sick for 10-20.
The little creep, the radiant creep.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you see like their full logo? There's like it's the 1 in the 10-20. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. What does it mean though? Do we know?
10-20? I don't know. It's like almost a 1080. They like couldn't quite make 3 full revolutions, I guess.
Okay.
But no, I don't know. The only person I recognize is Lubby.
There's a couple of names in there. Insidious C used to play for Mnesky X. Lubby, First Departure. 2D used to play for First Departure and like Can't Say Whips and a bunch of other teams as well. These guys have been around. And they've been in a bunch of mixes in Southeast Asia, Singapore mainly.
What do you think is 10-20, 10-20, 10-20, 10-20, 10-20?
Well, that's a very good question actually. So Lubby 2D, Insidious C, is that Fixers? That may be Fixers. I'm not entirely sure. But he was on First Departure as well. Like a bunch of these guys are like ex-FD players that have brought themselves back together in Singapore since Miracle's got his own team and doing his own thing. But Fire Dragoon, Adam 343 makes his own team. He had a few little offers here and there in Southeast Asia. Decided to go with Arjit, Alacrity, Yang, and a stand-in Death Sama.
I definitely recognize that guy, but I don't know where from. I don't know if he's just like a rogue agent that I've watched before in the C scene, but he's a familiar lad.
Yeah, I definitely recognize the name. They're meant to have Bryant in there, but I don't know where he is right now. So, we're all looking good. We're all ready. Draft-wise, what are we looking at here? Is it...
Radiant have lost.
Radiant have lost, you believe? Marana,
they have fixed
Necro?
Necrophos has lost like every game I've cast in the past like 5 days.
How much of the China qualifier did you catch?
Only what was in between my games of Necrophos losing. How was your Necrophos doing?
Not picked. Like, literally, the Chinese teams were just, like, ignoring him. Not first picking, not first banning. We had, like, 10th pick Necro in one of our games, but it won because it was 10th picked, like, against a troll that was 9th picked. And they just, like, off-laned the Necro in, like, a 1v1 against the Tide, and they just walked the game through.
Right.
But, yeah, Chinese teams are really not prioritizing Necro. Veno has fallen down in, like, pick order as well, pretty heavily. Nyx, AA, Void, these kind of team fighter heroes, Sven, CK, those are the heroes that I've been seeing a lot of. So
Void's the hero. Like, they're going to pick Void here, and they're just going to win. And you're going to be like, man, I wish we didn't give them Void.
Well, like, Void, Sven, CK, they're all like, Void obviously has a chrono, but, for farming, for kind of keeping up the tempo, I think something like a Sven or a CK could be good as well. Nice laning with the AA. But yeah, 10-20, Necro, Kunkka, Mirana. Have they picked 2 cores here very early on? Are we expecting this Mirana to be like a 1 roll?
Queen of Pain. She's got stomped. I assume it's Mirana mid and Necro safe lane, and then they're at least keeping the Necro potential flexibility for off lane, but it's not really the dream. If they drow here, they could go Necrophos off lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Drow
And then,
Ranger.
yeah, maybe that's the solution. Actually, that would be
5
okay.
seconds remaining.
But they have no vision hero. They don't really look that strong 5-manning either. The kind of synergy overall, you know, the game plan isn't very clear from 10-20. Whereas Fire Dragoon, you know what they're going to be doing. Nyx is going to be hunting people for an Ice Blast. Venom's going to be plonking himself down in a lane. Okay, 10-20 just like going pick off, right? They just want to kill people. That's what this looks like. We just want to blast a couple of heroes off the face of the map and try and snowball through outplaying. But I don't know how that's going to work against Fire Dragoon. You know, they're experienced, they know what they're up to, and they've got some really sick combos. Ice Blast with Poison Nova, Nyx to scout and hunt people down, and then Queen of Pain's a super mobile mid-hero.
Well, this is interesting. Anti-mage ban. They're like, I don't know what this draft is doing. I'm just gonna ban AM. Who is this? Like a? I almost feel like it should be a support Lina, if anything, just to partner up with the Kunkka and the Necro.
10 seconds remaining.
Like, this is so weird.
That's why I was asking, like, where do we expect Mirana to go, right? Because third picking
Yeah.
up for Mirana feels kind of weird. Maybe they're just like leaving it open. You could have a 4-roll Mirana, but then do you have a 5 Kunkka?
See, I'm down with the drow still. I feel like I would just drow at this point. I'd be like, look, I don't know what we're doing, but at least if we drow, like everyone's gonna be owning. We can put the Necrophos in the offlane. He'll have an okay time.
10 seconds remaining.
And maybe we can arrow someone high ground, and that'll be our chance to go.
5 seconds remaining.
Like, I don't know.
Right, so guys, our game plan here is maybe we'll arrow someone.
Yeah. I mean, how are they gonna arrow anyone right now? Like X setup into torrent into arrow.
Exactly.
So you have 4 seconds for something else to get in the way. It's confusing.
Like a Nyx assassin. Right.
All right. What if they pick? What if they just pick Bane right now? Is that okay? Can we make that work? And go like
Bane, Kunkka, so you've what got Necro off lane, safe lane, Mirana, mid Lina. That could do something. That could be that's a draft, I think. If you pick Bane, that's a Dota 2 draft there.
I don't know.
I'm not against this.
I'm not sold.
No. Fire Dragoon though.
I mean, they're still just gonna pick Void.
Yeah. They are, right? There's no question.
I don't think so. I'd be picking Void. I'd be like, oh my god, they didn't ban Void, guys. They banned Luna. Why did they ban Luna? What's wrong with their brains? That would be me if I was on Fire Dragoon. Luna? Like, when's the last time you saw Luna?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably a video, probably like fails of the week or something. Like, and
Well,
the only fail was they picked Luna.
One of Slack's monstrosities. Okay, well,
Yeah.
the Visage is going to be the 5-roll hit for 10-20. They've got a drow lineup without drow range, dude.
I love it. You know, this draft was weird when they banned AM and Visage gets picked. You're like, what is happening?
10 seconds
I mean, Fire Dragoon don't know what's happening, right? Banning Broodmother, Oracle, AM. It's like, well, these heroes are going to piss us off, so we're just going to take them out of the game. Don't know what the opponents are doing. But, yeah, would you bet your house on Void? Would you literally just like your little cottage in the woods? Would you bet?
No.
Would you bet that? No.
Because they also picked Queen, and I don't know. I'm not sold on Queen.
Okay.
So
Even with Void AA.
I mean, I'm down, but I'm not willing to risk the cottage. I mean, I'd put $40 on it.
Would you put your new laptop? Would you put your laptop
like
on it?
$40 is my limit, and I'm not a gambling man. That's very high for me.
Yeah, that's true actually. Trent is.
All right, kind of pause for a second there. See, that's why. See, I can't. You never know.
You never know. So cottage safe. Cottage is safe.
$40 gone.
That's fine. Don't worry.
Throw that over to Gary B later. You know. No, that's
Wait, do I win the $40? Is that what's happening here?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, damn. I thought I was in. Oh, well.
Maybe if you'd accept it or put something up there.
That's true. I should have had a virtual handshake.
Yes.
So it's not just 10-20, 10-20, 10-20. It's Jesus Christ.
How many are there?
There's
Oh my God, I see them now.
7.
Wow, that's a little.
There's 7, dude. 10-20, 10-20, 10-20, 10-20, 10-20. Oh, you can't do it. There must be some meme. That must be a meme with them, right? It reminds me of this. There was a Japanese. You know all the Japanese like TV shows where they try and make you laugh, and when you laugh, you get hit by a stick and stuff like that. There was one in a classroom where they have all these guys and, you know, a couple of guys, a couple of ladies sat in this classroom, and the teacher at the front is showing them videos. And one of the videos is of this Japanese guy who, like, he's got very limited English, you know. He could probably hold a conversation, but it would be difficult for him. And they ask him to count, and he counts, you know, 1 to 10. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then they say, okay, right, what's 11? You know, obviously in Japanese, and he goes 10-1, which, you know, makes sense logically. 10-1, 11. 10-2, 10-3, 10-4. Okay, what's 20? 10-10. You know, 2 10s is 20. Makes sense. So there's like, what's 100? You know, it's a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and he counts 10 10s. And they're all just pissing themselves laughing. They start getting hit by these canes. It's honestly one of the funniest things I've watched in a long time. But that's what this reminds me of. It must be some like dank meme with a 10-20, honestly.
Well, it's reached its full potential. So the troll though, I mean, I'm down. That's cool. Less teamfight control, which I thought they were already kind of lacking. I don't think AA is gonna have a very easy time hitting Chronos at all. It's 100% on Nyx. Or sorry, hitting Ice Blast at all without the Chrono. He's gonna have a really hard time hitting Chronos. Like, I tell you that. Yang, that's not gonna be easy. But Troll definitely helps them take buildings, and Roche better than Faceless Void would have, at least in terms of overall speed. But I just love Chronosphere. That ability.
I guess they are dire side, right? Maybe that's what they've taken into consideration. The nice little troll going to Roche.
Yep.
Sneaking in there. Now, what I've seen a lot in Chinese Dota as well is the contesting of bounty runes, where we don't see like both runes on the dire. They don't go to the dire. We have the like 50-50 swap where the like bottom half of the map is dire, where they go and aggro contest here, and then the Radiant go and contest this one. Not going to happen this game, where it looks like both teams pretty happy just to kind of sit back, make sure.
I found in all my CIS games, almost every game, the Radiant had some sort of aggressive duo that would just run up right at the last second and scare away anyone. And then the Radiant team was getting all 3 bounty runes on mine.
That happened a few times in the Chinese games, but I think that the Chinese teams kind of figured out that they could play the aggro game from Dire into Radiant as well, and they'd go for the 2. Oh wow, they're soft on the Necro. He's got Ghost Shroud. He'll hide himself away in there, but this Troll Warlord, he wants in. Diving into this tower, 2D turns around. Does force them back, and they take a few more tower hits than maybe they should have, but they've burnt through so much of this Necro sustainability.
Yeah, he does not have a salve. Oh man, he just came way too close. What are you doing?
See, normally, Trent, you know, I do this all the time. I would have looked away there normally, but because you're here, and because it's Southeast Asia, I kept my camera on top. I knew something was going to happen. I kept watching the Necro, and he did die.
Dude, I told you Necro's Garbo. I mean, that's just, it's GG. What? Who? Veno? Oh, at least it's the heroes that everyone hates dying. We can accept that.
Yeah.
At the very least.
That's fine. So Lina, let's go over the roles. we had that chat before, and we didn't really look at what's going on. Kunkka and Visage, yeah. So they're going to be the 2 supports with Mirana safe lane farming. Veno, the off laner here. Might just die again with a Grave Chill. He throws the Gale across the 2 supports. Now starts running into the creep wave. Back
when you know you're dead.
Dodging the arrow. Death's Armor's juking and jiving. He might be able to turn this run around and, I don't know, get a kill with the help of the creeps. He's doing a lot of damage, to be honest. They're not able to kill him. They'll get him now eventually. The Fairy Fire is popped, but he finally falls. What an absolutely clowny game so far. Offlaners, what are you up to?
This game is a little odd. I don't know. Offlane Veto is not very fun, honestly. I'll be surprised if he doesn't get an Iron Talon. Feel like he's gonna need a recovery mode. At the very same time, though, I suppose he is obviously saving his Queen of Pain a lot of trouble. There's no rotations coming in on her.
So you're feeding for the greater good, making sure that Alacrity has a really good time mid, and you can see already 7
they
more
scanned
denies.
The Invis Nyx as well.
Yep.
By the way, mid, they had a ward on him when he picked up the Invis. But anyway.
I mean, it means the Lina doesn't die, but it also means the Lina is not in lane. Misses out on, you know, a full wave, comes back to stack one of these camps, and now Adam, with the remnant of that Invis, actually makes the rotation down towards bottom. Might actually be able to block up this stack, but instead they go for a kill attempt onto Lobby with the Gale and the Poison Sting. The Torrent's thrown out, the arrow tanked up there by Adam. He's got Carapace as well to try and block some of these attacks. But it looks like he's just going to get right-clicked down eventually with a good stun back onto Visage. Finally, the Mirana throws the final killing blow into the Nyx. And they will bring him down. Already 3-1 to the Radiant team. 10-20 leading the charge. through. It feels like it's not through their own skill or their their own movements.
Top lane.
Through some aggressive moves here from Fire Dragoon, as 2D does get his Ghost Shred off just as the Cold Feet snaps. Turns back around onto Yang with the Death Pulse. A few more hits in here, but a Cold Feet and a hit from Arjit will be able to kill off the Necro. So bringing things back.
What's in that Necro Quickfire there, Gary? A stick. Where's your stick?
Where is
No,
your
Fairy
stick?
Fire. Where's your Necrophos stick? The unkillable hero. Oh, he's had to come mid to refill bottle. Wait, what? Why did he TP mid then if there's no bottle? Now I'm just confused.
He brought a salve. I think he brought a salve.
I think he did. That's rough.
Yeah.
Just being a courier some games, man. Sorry, I need to go back to Bounty Rune anyway.
Who took this bounty rune? Oh, 2D got it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is unlike anything I've ever seen. Like from the very systematic, Chinese playoffs that I've been watching. This is like a whole new world for me, Trent. I honestly, I can't even. Queen of Pain, okay, he's like slamming this mid lane. 8 last hits more, 9 more denies. So Alacrity's having an amazing time, but Lena's always going to be here with with a few levels up. You'll be able to find kills regardless of how much farm you have. Venno starting to become a little bit more annoying as well. 1-1-1 has the Plague Wards ready, but level 1 Plague Wards are pretty dog, honestly. They're
literally not worth the mana. Yeah, I'm actually glad he's not cast Skinny right now. There's just no point.
Yeah.
Like, just free experience.
Where's Adam now? Adam's making all these long, kind of sweeping rotations from one lane to another, but hasn't really found anything just yet. Still sitting at level 2. He would love to kill this Lina. Maybe with a blink and a dagger. Lena's moved forward, and there it's going to be. Start things off onto that mid-hero from the Radiant team. Carapace not actually going to land onto the LSA, but with a Sonic Wave, that is way more than enough. Oh, they get the D-Ward as well. Really good.
Adam must be captaining this team, right?
Yeah, I would believe so. I mean, I believe he was given the offer to like semi-build a team around himself for Fire Dragoon. He kind of joined the team and chose a couple of players to come along with him. 3-4-3's Wild Ride. Oh, Venno, he placed some Plague Wards. He's given some CS to the Mirana. There's the arrow from the X and the turret. Mirana leaps forward, and with the nuke damage they've got, it sets up the soul assumption perfectly. Adam not there quite in time. He had the right idea, making the rotation bottom. It's just too swift from the Radiant.
Yeah, and I was kind of ragging on this whole Kunkka Mirana thing, but when you just put them in a lane together like this, it is going to be brutal. Like, it's pretty, well, okay. All right, now my ragging feels justified when that happens, but still, it's like, the Venomancer is one of the worst heroes for these situations. He's not a real offlaner, Like, there are much better offlaners. He just gets picked early for that extreme versatility that he has, and he is a very scary hero. But if there was, if this was a Bat Rider or something, a lot of these plays wouldn't be happening.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to X before arrow, right? You can't arrow before X. That's got to be the rule of thumb for the Radiant team, to be honest, in this bottom lane. Kunkka out of mana, but he's got arcane boots, hasn't he? I mean, how are we looking for levels? Because it feels like the Radiant supports are doing exceptionally well with all these little pulls and stuff they're getting.
And kills, for that matter.
Yeah, not too bad. The Dire are still somehow ahead. Adam, as well as Yang, Nor misses the stun mid. Alacrity probably just going to bail away from this, not going to commit for the Lina, as the TP from Kunkka does come through. Well, where's the AA?
He brought arcanes for it. What a nice guy. He's just been pulling non-stop up here, and just keep seeing him up here doing this, back and forth. The life, and yeah, that net worth lead, 100% just because of Troll and Queen, doing well in their lanes, getting a lot of gold, especially the differential between. Wow, actually, it's actually pretty close relatively. It's only like what 7, and then it's another 10, so it adds up for sure. But I actually figured the Mirana was going to be a little bit more behind from all this killing, but she's got pretty good CS too. Maybe the wards are stacking that up a bit for her. Yeah, dude, those are level 3 wards, and she's owning them.
It's just 3 hits. I mean,
she's actually really good against Venno because she has the boosted attack range, right? It's 630.
And what are the Plague Wards?
So she outranges them. They're 600 like most range heroes.
600, okay. Mid lane. Oh, hello. Laguna Blade comes in. They do get the trade-off there. As the Radiant Courier died to the Sonic Wave in the back. Okay.
Got him.
Sick. Queen of Pain's going to be not happy with that, but satisfied with at least getting something for her life, trading out there. Lena dying as well. Moving into the Soul Ring, so it looks like it's going to be the Bloodstone build. At least intended from the Lena. Adam, well, he spots the Visage, but the ranged creep spots him as well, so they know the Nyx Assassin is lurking around in this Radiant jungle. What's the Necro been up to? Like, 2D hasn't gone to lane for quite some time, it feels like. Trying to leech experience. How can he see... Oh, he's got... No, how can he see high ground there? How is he attacking creeps?
He's a ward over here. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. Wait, those are his creeps, dude. Those are Radiant creeps.
Oh, right. Jesus.
You nib.
I was like, how is he attacking creeps? I just expected the Dire to pull their creeps in. My brain is not reloaded fully as in comes the big combo. With the boat and the LSA. Oh, the miss jab.
5 seconds from Laguna.
60%. Oh, the Dragon Slave. That'll finish him off. And we're looking for a bit more here. Ancient Apparition with only brown boots gets X'd up again with the Torrent now. The game plan, like I was saying, 10-20, they just want to try and outplay and kill people over and over again. But my dude, it's working. 7 to 5. They're finding kills on every lane. Mirana goes invis bot lane as the Veno and the Nyx again trying to pair up to kill her off. But they've got the Visage leeching experience mid. The Radiant are like making this work way more than I feel that it's I don't know, this is like a wings draft. You know, they've picked heroes that they like to play and they're making it work. Stun bot lane.
Feels weird. Oh, she's got a mana too. She's got a leap.
Just taking a leap. So let's go for the TP. Do you X marker?
No.
I feel like you could have. She's
You
got
100% X marker.
Yeah, she bought a bottle back in base, so. Oh well. Next time, maybe.
Yeah. Probably just a miscommunication.
Yeah, maybe so.
Probably didn't know she was going to buy it or something.
Oh, Adam steals the invis and the bounty room. Okie dokie. And Lena won't know about this observer just yet. Oh, there's an Ice Blast coming in as well. Lena gets creep stolen by the AA. Then misses the Dragon Slave because of the aggro.
Oh, come on. Don't walk past this. Queen? Hello? Ah! It's right there!
No, that's... Oh, right. Maybe it's not fine anymore. I was going to say it's fine because it blocks the camp.
Come on.
It's one creep that blocks the camp.
Yeah, but the ward blocks the camp.
Oh, does it? My bad. Okay, then she should have killed her for sure. Nice little play, though.
Now she only gets a kill instead of 22 gold. Oh, she's only going to get a... no, okay, just leave away. No, Alacrity, nice little rotation. Dude, things are good. I mean, it's been looking kind of good for 10-20 for the most part for the plays and stuff like that, but then these little pickoffs happen, and the whole time it's been a dire gold lead. And this is before Troll has done anything. He's a Mask of Madness. He's going to start farming up extra fast. He can Roche whenever.
And what does Mirana have? Phase boots. Trying to get Diffuse the Blade. Lena, the core items are going to come through a little bit slower here, yeah, for the Radiant team. Queen of Pain, oh god, she's got a Veil done. I looked at her items 11.5 minutes in, I was like, okay, you know, Treads, Bottle, Double Null, you've got a Magic Wand and a Raindrop, that's pretty good. But a full Veil? Let's go. Tier 1 tower does fall mid, but this is where Fire Dragoon, they can start really ramping up the pressure, right? They can start running down lanes, taking their own tier 1s, like the one bottom lane they've already got. Dire Observer Wood in the Radiant jungle means the Radiant can't really farm past this line. This area here pretty much belongs to the Dire. If they put 1 or 2 heroes down there, there could be more behind them, so it becomes this kind of fearful maneuver from the Radiant if they want to get in. So they shift up towards top.
It was a nice time to go for that play mid too. Oh, you see drops the sentry. They see the ward, but they don't want to do anything yet until the, well, they'll reveal the birds, but no heroes. They don't want to, like that push mid, it could have been worse. Just because of the Venom, man, I can't talk either, jeez. Whew! The Vendetta was not yet leveled on Nyx Assassin when they took the tower. Now he has it, now he's getting up the top lane, so the next tower push gets more difficult, but they have brought some sentries on Lubby.
Adam's getting punched though. The Familiar's up above the trees as he eats the tome in the back. X into the Torrent boat, find the AA. Now the Visage trying to run away. The Gale doesn't land, but they get the dust in for the Moonlight Shadow, finding that kill. And the 1-for-1 trade-off, fine, fair enough, defending their tier 1, more important though, but it's the aggression from 10-20, moving forward, LSA, Laguna Blade as well to seal that kill, but this is going to be the end of the Lena's life, potentially, as the Whirling Axes, and the final click comes in, X-Mark, a little bit delayed to drag back the Troll, and now, IDFC, no leap, 9 stick charges though, this might be an escape,
she's leaving now.
Can you get away?
Yeah,
Deny
you
yourself
gotta
to
go.
Roshan? Yes! barely gets away with it. The tick of the dagger comes through from Alacrity, allowing Roshan to swipe down the Mirana and deny that kill away from the Dire team. In the meantime, Necro was busy farming. Level 9,
he has
his
a
hood is
hood.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, he can actually fight now.
Maybe. Maybe Trent.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
We gotta get ready for Roshan.
We sure do. We sure do. Is AA, yeah, Ice Blast ready? Who are they going to look for though? Necro mid could be a really big kill here, and that tier 1 is kind of just egging them on. You know, sub 200 HP. Come and get me. Come and finish this tier 1. But the Radiant, they're gonna prep a defense. They've got Kunkka here. Mirana's not too far away.
Good luck to Yang this game, man. He like has so little hope of hitting Ice Blasts. It's very difficult. He's doing a great job though. He just got another stack off for the Troll Warlord. Moved down here. He's pushing the wave out. Good position 5 play. Kind of knows where the Radiant is and is just dodging them, getting some gold.
So he has to like preemptively Ice Blast every single time, right? He's got to aim towards where Nyx is trying to gank with Vendetta. Like he's throwing an Ice Blast top, assuming someone will come and defend this tier 1 top lane. Which isn't wrong. Lina is coming up here, but is just a little bit behind that Ice Blast as it comes on through, so the Vendetta will not come to anything. But apart from that, the Ice Blast like has to be used to defend towers or take solo targets. There isn't that ease of execution for him, like you're saying. I wonder if they just use the Ice Blast to hit the Necro. Just use it as a single target spell to stop him healing, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the dream. Honestly, this was in the last series when I was casting. The Ancient Apparition had literally no stuns. The best stun he had to set up for Ice Blast was Reaper's Scythe. So like the whole game, he was basically just Ice Blasting his own heroes and just trying to hit clumps of enemies, killing his allies. It was pretty sad. I mean, that game was a loss, so what can you do? But that's kind of what it feels like again. It's like AA, I don't know, you just throw it into the middle and hope for the best, but I would definitely agree with walking like 5 feet away from Necros and just ulting him every time.
Yeah.
Pretty much your only purpose.
Probably going to be the plan every time, yeah. So
it's been a while since I've even seen AA against Necrophos because people won't even pick Necrophos if AA is not banned.
Yeah. Yeah. Very rare. I mean, how did the draft order go again? Was it Necro first pick and then AA? Or was it AA before Necro? I can't remember now.
What was the last pick in the draft? It was the Troll, right? So
yes,
they had second pick. So it was Necrophos first, and then that would have been into Nyx AA.
Okay. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
In comes the Ice Blast. Decently placed, unfortunately. Only going to catch onto one as the boat lands in and takes down the Veno. They get the Visage though, Moonlight Shadow, and a Dust is there. Adam barely gets into range. 2D does arrive. The Sonic Wave flies across the 3 though. Necro potentially in trouble, but this X-Mark Torrent holds the Troll at bay. The Cold Feet with the stun combination perfect out from FGG. They get the 3 for 1 trade, and they are looking for more. This should be a dead Mirana. Leap already expended. No stick charges. There's the bash from Arjit. And in the meantime, Visage has respawned as 3 other heroes have dropped here from 10Twenty. But that's just Fire Dragoon. You know, they can walk into these team fights pretty much as long as the Queen of Pain ulti's up. If the Troll's ready to go, he's full HP, full mana. They will just walk at you. You know, 10Twenty, they've got pick off, sure. They've got slimy heroes that can get in and out of fights and try and gank lanes. But
he's so rich.
On who, the Troll?
Yeah.
He really is.
He's Shadowblade Mask. He almost has a Diffusal Blade. Like, they can basically do 1 more farming rotation through his jungle, kill some Ancient stacks, and then kill Roche, and he's going to have Shadowblade, Diffusal, Mask of Madness, Aegis at like 21 minutes.
Not bad.
Lena's going to buy a Bloodstone and die 3 times, and that'll be it. Be some Dota 2 finished up for you there, guys.
We've seen a big shift away from Bloodstone as well on Lina. I mean, as a first item, like as a very first item. Now we see
Sentry catches Adam.
Yeah, you're right. This is for the Grave Chill. He does carapace up the Torrent, so this may be a chance for him to.
Oh!
No. Arrow comes in. Where even was Mirana? Where even was Mirana? Mirana's just like
way down there
in a different game. Mirana's in a different game throwing these arrows. Somehow lands onto Adam. Jeez. Got him.
It's a nice little fire back. 297 gold for the Visage. which means maybe they have a chance to steal Roche themselves. I would call that a pretty good move for the Radiant if they could worm themselves into a Roshan, but not very easy.
Yeah, Medallion sure with the birds and I guess Lina right clicks, but not going to be the simplest of Roshan steals. But yeah, with Lina, I think I saw maybe 1 or 2 games of Lina very rarely picked to begin with in Dota nowadays. But we've seen a lot more, you know, Phase, Shadowblade, and then Bloodstone is maybe a second item, you know, a second big item that comes out after your initiation tool or after your escape mechanisms. I mean, we've even seen like Shadowblade blink or Yule's blink and then Bloodstone occasionally, but there's the Bloodstone will tank the Lina up at least, nice bit of mana regen, so it's a good, you know, catch-all item. Helps you farm, helps you survive through team fights, and it can help you snowball if you are able to find some good Moonlight Shadow ganks, maybe some smoke maneuvers. But look at the Troll, Shadowblade up. He is fearlessly moving in onto the Lina. He knows that this Bloodstone is fresh. The arrow lands. He nearly solo kills her. A few more hits.
They're all coming from behind, though.
Here they come. Finishing off the Troll. The Sonic Wave will kill off the Lina. There goes the Bloodstone charge. It's Adam. Mana burn back onto the Kunkka. The Cold Feet snaps. The Queen of Pain blinks forward and the Venom arrives. The Gale, the Poison Nova, they land perfectly in from Death's Armor, and Insidious seeing a lot of trouble. Blink Scream again. There is another Shadow Strike. The Lina's respawn though, thanks to that Bloodstone, is back into the battle potentially. It's side. Oh, they tried it. They tried it, but the Queen of Pain blinks down to the low ground. A triple kill.
Adam's now
for
there
Alacrity.
too.
Oh god. In from the back. The Queen of Pain blinks up. Yule Scepter. Oh, is that a self-Yule? It is. LSA now lands in. Deep aside the Cold Feet there. Snaps into place. He can't get it off. The Queen of Pain. Where are you? Jumps away. Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh, the Cold Feet from Yang. What a hero.
How does
the goddamn hero?
Necro lifted his hands there a good 3 or 4 times.
And he got frozen.
But I mean, even before that, he lifts his hands, Queen of Pain blinks to the low ground. He lifts his hands, he gets hit by the Cold Feet. And he gets frozen and snapped in place. That is just absolutely heartbreaking for the Necro. The one time that maybe he could do something in these fights, that he can actually accomplish something in the game, and he just gets battered and beaten down by Fire Dragoon. Oh,
crazy. Damn.
I mean, I didn't even check the fight recap. That's how blasted my brain is from that team fight. Whoa. Oh, whoops. Visage dies.
Oh, yeah, apparently.
I was looking top lane. There's like 4 Radiant heroes running up there to try and gank this tier 1. But Queen of Pain's ready. 20 seconds until the Sonic Wave. Venom comes to... No. He cancels. He does not want to get involved. Yeah, Troll doesn't have a TP, so they're not going to be fighting up there. It doesn't look like. Tier 1 just goes.
That was 1 kill, by the way, on Lina. Still 2 more before they lose. And in my eyes, she does not get any more Bloodstone charges. I think she dies twice without getting any. We'll see. That's how I envision this game.
I mean, how many did she got? What, 1 Bloodstone charge before dying, right?
No, she's still at 8.
No, but I mean, she went from 12 to 13 because they killed the Troll, and then she died. I went down to 8, right?
We'll go to 8 anyway, so it doesn't matter, yeah. True.
How sad. That 1 charge. Meaningless.
Hmm. They just know they can run them over right now, so they don't even care about Roche. They'd like rather keep Roche for going high ground. It's like, how does an Aegis even change how the Radiant play right now? Like, they're already dodging and avoiding us. So, we can just take all their buildings while we can, and then we can get the Aegis and use it somewhere productive like high ground. They might lose top, though. These birds are doing a lot. Lina's going to come in. She's already got 2 stacks, make that 3. Pew, 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 pew.
No phase boots, though. Just
true.
ground boots.
That's a big deal. Takes a while long.
Still, decent amount of damage in there. I guess she's got the 50 damage talent, right? She hit level 15 before moving up, so that definitely helps out. But you're right. Fire Dragoon take tier 2 bot lane. They just shift their weight back towards mid. Adam is struggling a little bit to find a way into the back, and yeah, he knows there's a sentry around somewhere now. He's spotted by the creep wave. I wonder if he was scouting for that purposefully, or if it just happened.
He's probably checking.
Yeah. So
He'd be happy if they jumped him, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. That's the Troll just walking. Oh. Killing off birdies. Does Visage have a resummon? He does. That's a lot of money in though. Oh, he just resummons, so he loses one and then...
I thought he would have Diffusal Aegis at 22 minutes, but instead he is BKB Diffusal at like 24 minutes. Holy shit, he's so farmed.
This is without Empower or anything as well.
Yeah,
like,
this is crazy. This is Mask of Madness troll. He's not even using the Mask of Madness, for God's sake.
234 last hits.
Look how slow he's going. He could be Mask of Madness right now.
He has 70 last hits more than Alina, who has Flash Farm with her spells.
This is tilting. Why isn't he using his item? Anyway, top lane.
Yeah, speaking of Alina.
Alina. Here's number 2.
There's the suicide.
One more death.
And then they call GG, or?
Yeah, then it's just over.
Oh, it's just over? Okay. Yeah.
Maybe they don't call GG, but it should be. Alright, finally we're going in Roche now that the BKB's on the courier. Good lord.
Oh, look. Trent.
A 24-minute DD for Roche. Wow, that's weird.
I swear this is coded into the game by this point.
Never seen that before.
I swear this is coded into the game. At 24 minutes, whatever. Like, how many games and replays have we watched, Trent, where this has happened? It's not just confirmation bias or whatever anymore. This is real. This is a real conspiracy. Tinfoil hats are not being worn.
I mean, S4 Haste Rune was definitely a real thing, so I feel like this could be too.
He knew how to get the haste runes going.
I'm against runes, dude. I'm off runes.
Oh yeah?
I was talking about it yesterday with Mott. I think runes are just like, imagine if runes didn't exist and they got introduced right now, how bullshit they would seem. Like, oh yeah, well I mean you're playing mid like you're supposed to play mid, and then suddenly the Sand King can just burrow strike you with no items because he was invisible 4 minutes into the game. That's fair.
I think that, yeah, that's one of the big ones, but it's also like, if you're playing mid like you're meant to be playing mid, and you trade regen more efficiently than your opponent, and you're owning mid, and the matchup is, you know, favorable for them, but you've managed to outplay them, and they go to the rune and it's a regen, and all of a sudden they're full HP and you have nothing left. I mean,
think about what the forums would be like right now if that just came out.
Well, you think about the monetary cost, right? If you're, you know, a 700 HP, 600 mana mid hero, how much gold is that for 2,000, like 3 clarities or something, right? Yeah. It's ridiculous. But it's faster.
What is this, Hearthstone? That's what they would say. Like, RNG in our game, I had a game yesterday where, like, the enemy team was just getting destroyed. Like, they were clearly a much lower skill team, but they got, like, 6 kills they shouldn't have because of runes. It was hilarious. It was, like, the perfect game to showcase why I was being a kind of an annoying nuisance about it.
Yeah.
But, alas.
Runes are here to stay, Trent.
Yeah. They're OG. They're old school now. You can't get rid of those things. What's that?
You can't get rid of damage rolls. You can't get rid of the high and low damage rolls. You can't get rid of runes. You can't get rid of crits and evasion. There aren't that many more RNG elements, right?
No, just like certain heroes, obviously.
Creep camps, I guess. Oh dear lord. Well, is that number 3, or do we need?
That's it. That's GG.
That's it.
It's over.
3 Bloodstone charges. She had a Shadow Blade, but not going to be able to save her there as they clear up the familiars as well. Fire Dragoon have now removed every single tower from the map outside of the Radiant base, and they have to kind of stay there. Nuclear bunker time. Try to eat some canned food or whatever the hell you've got stored back in the fountain, because you're not leaving. You're not getting out. I don't know if your teammates want to try and repopulate the world with this 5. It's not going to happen. Is Tier 3 just going to die without any contest? Lena's alive now. They need to get a big arrow. The arrow into the catapult nearly lands.
They're not even going to put them out of their misery. They're just backing away. They're like, yep, we'll just kind of chill out here. If you guys want to walk outside, we'll pick one of you off, then come back. That's cool. All right, thanks, bye. That's pretty much it.
Our troll BKB is ready in 20 seconds. We'll come back then. We're not going too far. We'll farm your ancients, we'll farm your jungle, make sure that if you do leave the base, all you'll get is like, you know, a creep wave on each lane before we come back, and make sure that you don't get anything else. I think that's one of the hardest things in Dota, and you can definitely, well, I definitely respect players who are like skilled at doing things like this. You know, Lina in this position here, shadow blading to try and cut the wave, understanding and deciding when you need to do it or when it's safe, but more importantly, which lanes to do it in, right?
Yeah.
So you might be able to get an extra creep camp, an extra creep wave.
Oh, she's actually going. Okay.
BKB.
Fair enough.
You've got to.
Yeah.
18,000 net worth almost on this troll. Oh, Jit.
He almost has, like, he has more net worth than their total lead, and it's just like, oh, it's gross. Like, their lead right now is like a hero lead. It's insane. It's just, it's over. I don't know.
And what is he? He is the Lina plus the Necro. That's really spooky. So, the one way that 10Twenty can do this is if they do catch the Troll or the Queen of Pain. Never mind. The Queen of Pain there's no chance. She has Lincoln's Yules. That's not happening. So it has to be the Troll pre-BKB with a Reaper's Scythe, Laguna Blade, Soul Assumption, Mirana Arrow, Starstorm, just like the whole...
Torrent.
Like everything just in there. But, oh, look at this. Troll has the Lincolns put on him. Adam blinks forward aggressively and catches the Necro with a stun, but a good force stab away. Dodges the Ice Blast. Arjit has the Aegis Immortal, of course, so he does have that safety net just to try and take the tier 3.
He's only got 20 seconds left. He needs to go now if he wants to make... Yeah, he's just gonna jump in. He's like, yeah, please. Hey, could you guys kill this? Thank you. Thank you.
Is that getting a little bit close for comfort? Nah, there was still 10 seconds remaining, so it was all fine. Leap forward from the Mirana, puts her into danger, and there's no buyback available. Fire Dragoon will be taking their first lane of Barracks. And probably the game. Trent,
I would think so.
You are
but they're playing it pretty cautious. I told you, man.
Your predictions, so good.
So good. I understand, man. Necropho's garbage hero. Lina gonna die with all these bloodstones. It's just... Remember, guys, if you need me in your booth, call me up. I'll hop off the panel. I'll come sit in there for a fee.
Oh, yeah.
And tell you what heroes suck during the draft. You are welcome.
Radiant's top shrine.
I was actually getting pretty good at it. You know, I channeled my inner Trent yesterday.
Did you? In the China?
I felt it, yeah. Once we got to the grand finals, pretty much every game, I wasn't guessing 10 out of 10 picks, you know, but it was honestly,
Can't call me.
It was pretty, you know, I can't be as good as you, but I was, you know, trying to be you. You are my idol after all.
Of course. I'm most people's idol.
But I don't know, it was not stale, but it was quite obvious both teams had very set heroes they wanted to pick.
Yeah.
And just kind of cycled through them. Like, China has very set counters, it feels like, to certain pairings and matchups. Like, when Sven is picked or Tide is picked, they pick Monkey King. Like, 100%, Monkey King is going to get picked. Like, all the time. Stuff like that.
Had a lot of Monkey King bans already today. Just pretty obvious stuff. Thinking, like, Prophet's another big one that people will ban Monkey because he's, like, the only person that can handle Nature's Prophet.
Yes. That is another big one. And seen a lot more Earth Spirits going like a 0-1-1 build with a silence because there are so many puck picks or Nature's Prophet picks and you're able to like insta silence before they can phase shift or TP away. It was pretty cool actually.
If you want, I can actually tell you the next meta. I'm already there.
Oh, yeah.
I've started figuring out what heroes are going to be OP. Timbersaw, I think, is going to be mega OP. Just so you guys are aware. Start practicing your Timbersaw. I think he's going to be tier 1. You heard it here first.
Oh, this is big, actually. 2-man LSA Torrent. They zap down Adam. BKB control, though, allows him to turn into the Mirana. Moonlight Shadow's there, but they don't have any
she might get away.
They've got a gem on the AA, but they have to retreat. They're bailing.
Alrighty.
Getting the hell out. The Venom might still be caught. The Torrent. Oh, not going to land, but they do get the X marked as Eul Scepter will save the Venom at least for a little bit longer. Has a hood as well. Very difficult to bring down. But they kill the Nyx. They stop the push. They get a little bit of traction on the map as they farm up mid lane. I don't know how much time it'll buy them, but it's a little bit of time. 14 seconds probably.
Yeah, something like that. Man, why is this death timer so short? I guess it was just a long fight that dragged it after. So, they really didn't get much for that, sadly. But, I mean, that's Dota. Grab a support. Huh?
Why Timber? Why Timber?
Why Timber? Because he's already OP and no one's picking him. That's why. I think he's actually one of the best 5th picks right now.
Okay.
He's just god tier, dude. He's just like, there's so many drafts you can look at and be like, how the hell would they kill Timbersaw? Anyway, Lina. Oh, we're back down to 3 Bloodstone charges.
That really hurts. Lina just wanted to farm a wave. Queen of Pain and Troll so quickly with their movements from the mid down towards the bottom lane.
You'd think he had a Blink Dagger, he's so fast, man. Now he's so tanky as well with that Scotty. They have to, if they cast all of their spells, I'm not even sure if they could sight them.
Yeah. going to be a tough one, Lotus Orb puts the Axe back onto the Kunkka. Skadi slowing down the Visages. The Troll just runs forward to the BKB. Down goes the Kunkka thanks to the Queen of Pain helping out with the Sonic Wave. But a 3-man Visage Bird stun lands on their heads as Nyx starts things off with an Ice Blast perfectly placed onto 2D's head. 4 people dead. Lina respawning in 2 seconds. This game inevitably about to end. They do get a nice little arrow onto Adam, showing him he's not invulnerable. He blinks forward and pops the dust, but chat wheels away.
Game 1 locked up here for RRQ. Easy. Fire Dragoons, not RRQ.
I keep wanting to call them First Departure because they are
Same.
FD,
I saw
right?
the schedule and I thought it was First Departure. Then we got here and it was Fire Dragoon. I was like, oh.
Because they're like they're FDG or they're FDGE or they're FDE, not just FD. Fire Dragoon Esports. Well, there's Mega Creeps. Radiant yet to call GG. Still holding out for maybe one more fight. Give it another go. Have another crack at it, but maybe not. Good game is called. No way back into this one. So Fire Dragoon, 34.5 minutes.
It's going in.
Probably took them a little longer than they expected, but Troll does go into the fountain, doesn't die. A simple affair. Outdrafted, outplayed. Pretty simple,
like
right?
I don't know. I just don't see the game plan for the Radiant. I don't get it. Like, the only game plan I see is you just hope you keep, like, you hope Fire Dragoon play like idiots and keep dying one by one or something. That looks like the game plan to me.
It really had to be win all 3 lanes.
Yeah.
Or win, I guess, win mid and safe lane super hard by getting kills over and over again. Then you Deathball and 5-man with Bloodstone Lina and just keep zapping people over and over again, just killing the Quap and the Troll. But inevitably the Troll's going to get a BKB. Queen of Pain could have gone BKB herself, but the Lincoln Sphere worked perfectly there as just a deterrent, putting on the Troll to break high ground. But I'm with you. I didn't see the way they were going to push towers or take team fights or control Roshan either. You know, the AoE team fight they have is the Kunkka.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Well, best
See
of 3.
if they make a plan next game, perhaps.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe.
I should have picked Drow. Maybe they'll do that in game 2.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Just saying. Well, we'll be back in a little bit. Short break. And we'll come back with game number 2. I've just read something that made me chuckle. See you guys in a little bit.